Oh.
Hi, Sawyer. Was Everett peeking in? Hi, Walker. You back home?
Yes.
Yeah.
I stayed for 4 days.
It's a nice little trip, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi, Emerson.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Trenton.
Hi.
Hi, good to see you. Hi, Emmett. Hi.
Let her do it.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
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 Hi, Harry.
Hi.
Hi, Camila. And hi, Chapman.
Hi.
Hi. And hi, Jude.
Hi.
Hi. I think that's everybody for today. We'll see, maybe some other friends will show up. But today is Tuesday, right? It's the 12th day of May. And on Tuesday, it's kind of become our packet day, hasn't it? Yeah. Did you guys get the message to bring the rest of the shape packet? Has some stuff like this in it. Yeah. Awesome. So, a 3D shape. That's what it says at the top of that paper, 3D shape. Last week we did flat shapes or 2D shapes, like a circle or a square, right? But then we take something like this. If you take a circle and you draw it at all different angles, you get, what is that? Do you guys know what this is called? Chapman, what's this called?
Spear.
Sphere, a sphere. Some people call it a ball because it's one of the most common things we see, right? A ball shape, but you're right, we call it a sphere. So today we're going to talk about things that aren't flat. They go in 3 directions. They go up and down, side to side, and we can measure them back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's why they're 3D. All right, so in your packet on that first page, it says 3D shape Attributes. Attributes is a big word for qualities, things that we could use to describe a 3D shape. Do you remember last week we talked about how many corners and how many sides? On a 3D shape, we're going to talk about faces. This is a face. We're looking at a picture of a cube, right? You guys know, you've seen cubes before. We talked about it at school, a cube. This cube has a face right here. This would be another face, and this would be another face. This word pointing to that dot says vertex. Vertex. So we talked about corners last week. A vertex is where, look at this line, and this line all come together. So it's a more specific word for corner. Vertex. Can you guys say vertex? I saw some of you try. Try it again. Vertex.
Yeah.
Vertex. There we go. And then the last thing we're going to look at, 3D shape, is this. We're going to call this the edge. So that's why we can't use the term corner, because sometimes that would be called a corner, wouldn't it? Where this face and this face meet, that is an edge. Point right here, the little dot is the vertex, and this long part where they meet is the edge. Give thumbs up if you understand, thumbs down if you have questions. All make sense? All right, so let's look at it. I'm going to hold up a cube, and we're going to look at it. Now the tricky part, when I hold it like this, you can see 1, 2, 3 faces, right? Everybody see 3 faces? 1, 2, 3. But you know what? There's one back here that I can see that you can't. And another one here, and another one up here. There's 3 that I can see that you can't see. So all together, if there's 3 you can see and 3 that I can see, how many do we have? Perry.
6.
Yeah, so there's actually 6 faces. So in a 3D object, you have to turn it to keep track and check all the faces and all the vertexes and all the edges. Okay? The part about that is, even though you don't have one of these at home, I bet you have a cube somewhere at home. I bet you have maybe a block. Yep, Chapman has a die. There you go, a dice. Even a box might be a cube shape, okay? So then you can touch them and count. In the packet, can you show me the second page in your packet? Yeah. Do this one next. Oh, okay. We have all different ones. You have this one. Can you find this one?
Daddy, let me help.
Is this one really hard to find? Max, was it at the very end, Max?
No, it's on the very front.
Was it right after? Oh, I see, it's on the back, guys. There you go. It was tricking us. I didn't remember how I copied it. So you go like this and then turn that page right over. It was hiding. Right there. So this one's kind of handy because it tells us a cube has, we counted, right? 6 faces. And it has 12 edges. 12 edges. You'll have to take a cube and count them and see if there really are 12 edges. And then how many, when you say vertexes, it's actually vertices. If there's more than one vertex, it's vertices. 8. 8 vertices. Okay, so if we look at it, we counted the faces. Let's count the vertex, the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I flip it over, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. So there's 4 plus 4 is? Emerson.
8.
4 plus 4 is 8, yeah. So 6 faces, 4 vertices, or 8 vertices, and then we have all these edges. So every time we turn it, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all the edges here. And if I turn it, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4 is 8, we already decided. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. 4 here, and 4 on the way around. So if you remember the 4 chain, right? 4, 8, 12, 12. 12 vertices. So maybe when we're done today, you want to go find a cube and see if you can touch them all and find all the, or I'm sorry, we were counting the edges. Count all the edges, okay? So let's just look at the paper and read together on a sphere. How many faces on a sphere? Yeah, 0. Look at, I cannot find any flat spot on my sphere. Nope, no faces, no edges, no vertices. It's all smooth and round, isn't it? Do you guys remember that how it felt different in class? The sphere and when you held the cube? And how you could feel how smooth this was, and you felt all the edges and corners on this one? Yeah. All right. We also have something called a rectangular prism. Put your finger on your nose if you can think of something in the classroom that's a rectangular prism. It's something that some of you used a lot, especially when you were younger. Walker.
A tissue box.
A tissue box, yeah. Yep, a tissue box is there something in our classrooms too? There's tissue boxes, but there's a work that people like to build with. Chapman.
Brown stair.
The brown stairs are rectangular prism. The pink tower is cubes. Do you remember we talked about rectangles and squares? Do you remember talking about rectangles and squares? So a cube is made out of squares. A rectangular prism is made out of rectangles. Ooh, what about this one? Finger on your nose if you know what this one's called. Harry. Do you know how to do it, Harry? Unmute it. No? If you hold down, do you have a keyboard? If you hold down the space bar, the big bar in the front, I think it'll work. Hold it down while you're talking, buddy.
Cylinder.
Cylinder, yeah, cylinder. Cylinder, so a cylinder has kind of, it's smooth, but then it has this part that's flat. So how many faces on a cylinder? Show me with your fingers. How many faces on a cylinder? 2. I see it, Harry's fingers. Anybody else? 2, I see Win. All right, there we go. Now we're getting them. So where are the faces? Right there and right there, right? There's flat and there's flat. Those are the faces. How many edges?
I have a cylinder.
How many edges? 0. 0. So it does have this, and some people might call this an edge, but it's not 2 faces coming together. Okay? So you can kind of feel something like an edge here, but it is not 2 faces coming together, so they are not counting it. And how many vertices? How many vertices? 0, 0, none, 0. There's no sharp corners on here at all. All right. What do we have left? Cylinder. Ooh. This one. Finger on your nose if you know what that one's called. Walker. Go ahead, buddy.
A cone.
A cone, yeah. That one's easy to remember, isn't it? Because it looks like what?
A cone hat.
Oh, it does have a cone hat there too. What's that thing you eat?
Pizza.
A pizza is like a triangle shape. What's the other thing that, it's this shape and then you put something really cold and tasty in it? Camila.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
Ice cream. It looks like an ice cream cone, doesn't it? Cone. Here's my cone. Yeah. And see, it says 1 face. How many edges? Can you show me with your hands how many edges, guys? There's actually 0. This is like the cylinder. It does feel like an edge here, but it's not 2 faces coming together, so they don't call it an edge. How many vertex or vertices? 1. Can you see the 1 right here? The point right there. Yeah. All right. We have this one. Pyramid, pyramid. Look at that a second. If I pick up a pyramid, can you guys see through on the drawing? You see 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom of a pyramid is what shape? Emerson.
Square.
Square. And then the sides are what shape? Do you want to try? What shape is that?
A triangle.
Triangle. So a pyramid is a square with one, like a triangle coming up from each side. That's how you make a pyramid. How many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 edges. 8 edges. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. Okay. The last one we have on this chart, the triangular prism. Triangular prism. We have rectangular prism already, like the brown stairs. Why do you think this one is called a triangular prism? Look at the picture. Anybody have an idea of why it's called a triangular prism? Max.
Because it's a triangle like stretched out like a rectangle.
Yeah, so a rectangular prism has these rectangles. This one has rectangles, but look at the end of it. Triangular prism, rectangular prism. Okay, pretty cool. Now, if you guys turn, we have these sheets. And you have these in your packet, right? I don't want to go through these all again. You guys can do this. You have this sheet that you can look at, and your parents can help you if you need to, and you can fill this out. It is flat or solid. If you're doing 3D shapes, what's it going to be? Every one of them is going to be what? Jude.
Solid.
Every one of them is going to be solid. Just like last week, everyone was flat. Everyone in this packet's going to be solid. All right. And then you guys can do these. It's similar to last time. But there's this section here. There's a section here, and it has an interesting question. Does it roll? Does it stack? Does it slide? So what they want you to do, let me see if I can turn my camera a little bit. Down, and you can see my table, okay? This, can you guys see it? There we go. I can slide it, right? Can you see that? Can I roll this? Doesn't roll, does it? Could I stack it on something? Okay. So what they want you to do is think about that. A sphere. Does a sphere slide? Can you stack on top of a sphere very well? Can you roll a sphere? Oh yeah, right? So they want you to think about that with each shape. Can you stack on top of it? Can you slide it? And can you roll it? Okay, that's what that question is. Now, I brought some things that I was going to show you, and then I see some of you have some things ready to show us. All right. much time do we have left? All right, we have a few minutes left, so why don't we do this? Put your finger on your nose if you brought some things that are the shapes. Like I see Wynn has a sphere in front of her. How many people have things in front of them that match the shapes? Emmett has something. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hold up a shape, and then if you have something, I want you to hold it up, okay? And we'll look around at what everybody brought. All right. Cube. Did you bring a cube? Does anybody have a cube? It has a cube. Wynn has a cube. Somebody else had a cube. That's not quite a cube, Max. That'll come later. Oh, yep. Chapman has a cube. Awesome. All right. How about a sphere? A sphere. I brought a sphere. Who all has a sphere today? Oh, yeah. See a lot of balls. Yep. A lot of spheres. Awesome. Okay. Cylinder. Yup. I see cylinders. Oh yeah, toilet paper roll. I brought a can of soup too, Wynn. A soda can. Max has lip balm or glue stick?
Glue stick.
Yeah. Oh, Sawyer has a wipes container. There's a glue stick, a Walker. Harry, what's yours, buddy? Go ahead, Harry.
A paper tube.
A paper tube. Yes, a cylinder. Awesome. Oh, and Jude has a marker. A marker.
Did you run away from me?
Awesome.
Why did I just...
Let's see. What else do we have? Ooh, I saw some of these being held up earlier. There you go, Walker. Now Walker's got his rectangular prism. Oh, Emmett has his cylinder up. Yep, I see lots of boxes from around the house. Look, I have a classroom tissue box. Yep. Lots of very cool rectangular prisms. Very cool, yep. I see another tissue box. I see food, you guys, I'm gonna get hungry. All right, does anybody else? I have a lot of other shapes. Did you guys know? I have a pyramid, we have a cone. Here's a really funky one. This is a triangle-based pyramid. So it's all triangles. We did that. We had the triangular prism. And we have, this one is called an ovoid. It looks like an egg. An ovoid is skinnier at the top than it is at the bottom, ovoid. And this is called an ellipsoid. It's the same size at each end, kind of like a football. Yeah, so Chapman has an ovoid. Emmett has an ovoid. And then this one would be like, oh, and Max does too. And this one, an ellipsoid, would be like a football shape where it's pinched the same amount on both ends. So you guys can go around, you can work on your packet, and you can maybe go around your house and see how many of these geometric solids, these 3D shapes you can find. It's kind of fun. It's like a little treasure or scavenger hunt. I see some fingers on noses. Do you guys have something to share or have a question? Max?
Did you know that something in my house can be like, or maybe we could do a game of I Spy with my little eye. 3D shape.
At home, honey? At home, Max? Yeah, that would be a great game. Play I Spy with the shapes at home. That would be a fun thing to do.
3D shapes.
With 3D shapes. Yeah, that would be fun. Camila?
What shape is this called?
Is that an egg?
Yeah.
We call it an ovoid. Kind of like
Ovoid?
ovoid, yeah.
Okay.
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 All right. Any other questions or comments from anyone? No? You guys got this. So go through and work on the packet. Just like the other one, you don't have to do the whole thing. I would like you to do these pages for sure, okay? And then all the other pages can be for fun. Oh, I should tell you, somebody else held this up. If you cut on all the outside lines only and fold these up, it makes all different geometric solids. Kind of fun. Since you can't be here at school and touch them yourself, you can make them at home. Okay, so that one would, you don't have to do that one, but I know some of you would find that really, really fun. All right. Everybody good? Any last questions or comments? You guys did awesome. Have fun. Have fun with shapes and geometric solids, okay? I will see you all on Thursday for Journal Day. Thursday for Journal Day. All right. I will start saying goodbye. Bye, Jude.
Bye.
Oops. Bye, Camila.
Bye.
Hey, bye, Emerson.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Sawyer. Bye, Walker. Bye. Bye, Wynn.
Bye.
Bye, Emmett.
Bye.
Bye, Trenton.
Bye.
Have a good afternoon.
Have a good
Bye, Max.
Can I leave?
You can leave, honey. Yep. After you say bye. Bye, Chapman. Bye. And bye, Harry.
Bye.
Bye, buddies. See you. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.